So today I'm going to show you guys how I hide my dark circles, redness, as well as my sunspots with Smashbox color correcting sticks in Look Less Tired Light, as well as Get Less Red. This product does come with a sharpener, which is nice. I mean, we all have about a million of them, but we can always use another one. So one thing that I'll admit that I'm not really a fan of is the packaging. They have this weird like paint or something all over it, and it chips all over your fingers, and you get this like weird silvery whatever it is all over you. I'm not going to complain that much because the product's good enough that I'm just going to be okay with it. I did have to tape it though, so I'm hoping that Smashbox figures out a different way to do this. I don't know if they can like maybe put like a shellac or something over it, or perhaps like instead let's roll it up. I don't know, something so I don't get silver on my fingers because it's annoying to have to clean it off. But again, this product is good enough that I'm just going to be like, that's fine. I will deal with it because you're one of the few correctors that I've actually found that covers without falling off me. I'm really oily, as I've mentioned before, so it's nice when things actually stay on my skin. So one of my favorite ways to work with this product is the way that they recommend is actually just kind of hashtagging on your green in the areas where you're going to need it. I just have a little bit on my cheeks. I do get a little bit down my nose, which I do like to put a little bit on. Then I personally love spraying primer water on it. I'm very sad right now because I only have the tiniest little bottle left of it. So I'm going to need to make a purchase soon. Anyway, so I spray a little bit of primer water on there. I find that when I spray it on, I find this tends to stay on a little better. It also blends a lot more easily, especially if I'm putting it over top of another type of makeup like a powder or a liquid, because I find that without the primer water, sometimes it does have a little bit of a time actually blending out. But I mean, it is a cream going over powder, so might not want to do that. I don't know why I'm still talking. I don't have anything else to say while I'm blending. Now, I get a little aggressive with the Look Less Tired because I look real tired, so I don't want to just look a little less tired. I want to look real less tired. So I do literally just draw on a little bit underneath here. I think a lot of people might have a little bit more of an easier time because you don't look like you just never sleep. Which I do. I do sleep. I sleep a lot. I just don't fall asleep fast enough. That's my problem. So again, I'm just going to blend this bad boy out here. So I normally use the Smashbox Hydrating Under Eye Primer underneath this because I find it just helps everything stay on a little bit better for me. My eyes like to eat makeup, I think, because it's the only spot that I'm actually dry. Where, lucky me, I'm oily everywhere else and hella dry under my eyes. Oh well. So I'm just going to go in now with Smashbox BBI. This is one of my favorite concealers because it does look a little bit more luminous, glowy, so that I can go in here, do a little triangle of light. Don't go crazy with it, and just a little bit. Start to blend in. Grab your brush again. More primer water, I know. I need to calm down. I'm gonna cheat and look in my mirror because it's hard for me to look into that little selfie cam and see what I'm doing. Jesus, that cat upstairs is crazy. I don't know if you guys can hear that bang. All night though. I feel like it's breaking everything they own. Maybe it hates them. Glad my cat doesn't hate me. So let's just pretend for a second that I didn't forget to show you how to correct the dark spot. But I'm going to go in here and I'm just going to, again, little hashtaggy, just to kind of lighten that area up. Hashtag more primer water. Tap that out. I do find I have a little bit of a hard time hiding dark spots with my corrector. Possibly just because of the color, honestly. Could be a little bit better to correct it, but you know, whatever. Embrace your flaws, guys. Now I'm just gonna grab some halo powder. Don't know if you guys have used this, but it's honestly the freaking best powder ever. It's not super big coverage, it's more just kind of like a loose powder. Don't use a whole lot of it, but can you see that? Yeah. Just to kind of set everything. I found that after I started using these correctors, I'm not going crazy using liquid foundations and heavy coverage powder foundations or anything like that, just because I feel a little bit more comfortable in my own skin with this, which is, it's a good feeling. I usually also use a little bit of the green up on my forehead, which you can see is a little red. I don't know why. I have freaking long bangs right now. I really need to get my hair cut, but I still cover it just in case, you know, the wind blows. You gotta pretend you're perfect all the time. So this is the difference. Smashbox primer water, corrector sticks, a little bit of BBI on there. Difference between two sides. I mean, obviously, if you're going to be using like a fuller coverage foundation, you won't really need corrector sticks, but it's nice to be able to use a little less. Your skin doesn't feel kind of weird. I feel sometimes when I'm wearing like a fuller coverage that my skin just feels heavy, but it feels like I'm wearing almost nothing because I'm so used to wearing full coverages for so long that it's a good feeling. So yeah, ta-da!